Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of This Could Get Weird. I am Adam Stone. Okay, here's a state of the podcast that's going on right now. Adam B at work is having trouble finding time to get onto the podcast so we can do this regularly, and so I'm just going to kind of give him a leave until he gets things cleared up. The way things are going at his job, they're screwing him over big time, and it sucks. So I'm just going to have to push forward and let him take care of business, and going to try to keep the podcast going the best that I can, and I think I can do it. So basically what I'm going to do is just have friends on, interview to interview, and, from just friends, people I work with, maybe my roommate sometime. I don't know. I'm just going to just go with the flow. And, this is going to be one of those podcasts I did a couple of weeks ago with a few buddies of mine. One of them, he was on before, Barricade, and another buddy of mine, we know him as Izzy, William Tawkoyty. I've known this guy for 20 years. I tried to do an intro on this podcast, but it didn't work out so well because I just turned the recorder on and we just started talking. And, bear with us. We ramble through it as best we can, and it's just kind of basically a heart of the podcasting type thing is, just hit record and just start talking. And that's what we did. And we go crazy on a variety of topics, believe me. It was so long as it was almost 2 hours. We just sat down and talked, and so it took me this long just to sit down and try to cut the damn thing together. And this is a result of it. This is going to be probably a two-parter. This is part one of our sit-down because Izzy, he'd lived in the same house for as long as I've known him. I've known him about 20 years, and he's been one of my best friends. We've never had a single fight between us. None that I can think of right off the top of my head, but so he moved to Carnegie a couple of weeks ago, just after we did this podcast, and it sucks. I won't be able to see my friend for a long, long time because that's a hell of a drive. So, but it was just good to sit down with a couple of friends and just shoot the shit. And that's all we did. And, this is a result of it. So bear with us. We jump all over the place. We'd start out talking about Facebook and onto wrestling and then wrestling and more wrestling because that's, what kind of ties us together is professional wrestling. And, Barricade, he's currently in wrestling. I'm not because, let's face it, I'm 32 years old and I'll break something. I really will. Izzy, he's Izzy. He's trying to do something with hip hop, and it's not a bad thing. It's he's doing his best, and it's just what he does. But what ties us all together is we're all just really good friends, and we've known each other for a long, 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 long time, and this is the result of just what we usually do is just sit around and just talk about whatever. And, that's kind of the heart of podcasting. And this is kind of one reason why I got into it was just sit around with friends and have it documented and just talk, just constantly talk. So, enough of me blabbing. I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. It just jumps into it. And that's basically how it goes. So that's why I'm giving you this intro right now. But yeah, I think this is what kind of the format's going to be for a little bit because, like I said with Adam B, he is out. He can't really find the time because his schedule changes. One day he's, opening, the other day he's closing, or vice versa. And it's really hard on the guy. And, he's trying. And, hats off to him. And, hope he does well, and he'll be able to come back one day, and we can do this thing on the reg. So, but until then, listen to myself, Best Bud is, and Brandon Barricade. Just sit back and just talk about whatever just comes to mind. So here we go, and like always, enjoy.
You know what I hate about Facebook? People spam fucking. It looks just like junk mail, man. It's like a picture of something with some word on it.
Play this game.
And play this fucking
game.
Yeah.
I was like, if the game was actually fucking worth playing, I might do it. But it's not.
I ignore everything every time I get an invite. Just go to the damn page. Ignore this shit for life.
And then
when you were posting your fucking podcast, it was worth looking at. But I mean, all those friends you got
I'm actually gonna make a Facebook page just for this, though.
The only thing that I think is kind of screwed up. So you got all these friends on your friend page, right? And you post your shit on there for people to listen to. You got like a few views. So it's like your real friends don't really listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I listen to it, especially when I'm grinding, dude. When I'm grinding on the game, there ain't nothing to fucking do. Podcast.
That's how I do it at work, man. Because I'll load up my shit with podcasts and just listen to those all night long. They're fucking hilarious, especially when you hear some shit on there that you're in there grinning like a fool, and then your manager walks in on you and shit. It's like you're in church and you think of something funny.
Does it go over like a fart in church?
It depends on the manager. Because they come in and look at it, what the fuck are you grinning at? Nothing, man. Don't worry about it. Especially if they're in that mood of taking away the headsets. Because what I do is I'm smart. When I go into the coolers, I always wear my hoodie. So I have my hood on. I have it in one ear. I don't do two ears because I want to hear the motherfuckers. So I just keep my hood up almost at all times whenever I'm working in the coolers. So I can hear out of one ear.
They try to take your headsets away?
Yeah.
I'd be like, fuck you.
That's what I say, but I worked with it for maybe about 2 days. I was like, this shit ain't happening because I get lost in thought. I get lost in thought. My thoughts start getting dark, especially where I'm working at.
You want to fucking knock the shit out of somebody, huh?
Oh yeah. I get it gets
I will bludgeon the shit out of you with a frozen lasagna, bitch.
Pretty much. It's either that or I get depressed. Start thinking about just depressing shit.
I totally feel you because somebody pisses you off. That one motherfucker pisses you off, and you got complete silence to work, and all you have time to do is think about that one motherfucker that pissed you off.
Yep. You just dwell on that shit for 8 straight hours.
And then when you finally see his ass, you pop off and say some shit.
Basically, you're stalking shit, so you're sitting there thinking of ways that I could bludgeon the shit out of him with a cardboard box.
I'll do it with a can of green beans. I don't give a fuck.
But look here. Ooh, look at these. A little fucking thing of pasta. I could beat the fuck out of you with this, too.
I'll shove this shit down your throat and choke you to death with it.
Beat you to death with some fucking...
Wait, what are you shoving
ragu?
Whose throat?
Shoving a whole package of pasta down their throat.
Vienna sausages.
I want to make my introductions. You know what? I'm just from here. Everybody that's listening right now, you all know Barricade. We've had him on. My boy Brandon, known him for years. But I also got another friend who I've known since 6th fucking grade.
But I'm under witness protection.
Yeah, he's under witness protection.
Hey! There will be none of that shit right now. This is too early for this.
No, I've known this man for going on pretty much...
Does that mean the first shot was fired?
First shot was fired.
Well, bang, bang. It's on now.
From the hip, motherfucker. I've known this man for 20 years.
Damn.
Going on.
Damn.
We've known each other since 6th grade, if you think about it.
We built Outland.
Yeah, we rebuilt Outworld as we were partnered up in a project in class because it was a social studies or something like that.
We had to make a country, so we made Outland.
Yeah, we made Outworld from fucking Mortal Kombat.
Our only export was oil and blood.
Oil and like rock or some type of shit. And we made like a whole country, and we only got a C on that shit. I was so pissed.
Because look at the land.
Well, no, it was because it was unoriginal.
Oh yeah, we just took it from a video.
But I was so proud of that fucking flag.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Because all it was just like a blood red flag with the Mortal Kombat logo in the middle of it.
That's cool.
But see, I drew that shit freehand, and it was perfect.
Dude, we probably would have got an A if we would have called it UFC.
Ah.
Because back then, they only had the shitty UFC. You remember that?
Yep.
Oh, those were fucking sad to watch.
Like Dan the Beast Severn and fucking...
No, the guys they fought. The guys that you never heard of.
These fucking, these fat yokels.
Like the fat Karate Gi guy. That dude cracked me the fuck up.
I used to love the old UFC because it was everybody. It was all against all. There wasn't a set style. And then, the motherfuckers like Tank Abbott, he was the last of that breed who just came in and just whooped ass. That's all he did, just swing for the fences.
I'm telling you, man, it's funny. UFC's fun to watch because I like watching the fights, but the fucking thing is that each one of them is vanilla ice cream. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
You put a fucking mic in their face, there's no fucking personality.
Nothing.
I just went out there and,
I did my thing. I trained hard.
Who's the dude cutting fucking WWE promos?
I don't know who it is, but they need more of that. I mean, I want somebody to come out there and say, so what'd you think of the fight? I kicked this fucking ass.
I beat the shit out of him.
And tell Dana White to give him my fucking title shot. I'm going to kick his ass. As a matter of fact, who's the champion anyway? I'll kick his ass. Shit like that. It's somebody who could back it up. But, that's the only problem with that. If you got to talk like that, you got to back it up. So, that's probably why you really won't see some superior outlandish. I mean, Rampage was close. I loved Rampage.
Rampage can talk some shit.
Yes.
No, but I'm just trying to finish my intro here for you. But, yeah, I've known this man for 20 years. And
oh, yeah, we were still doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, but to the layman's man, he is known as William Tawkoyty, but to us, we've always known him as Izzy.
Yeah.
So, welcome Izzy to the podcast. Because this is kind of his big send-off as he's moving to Carnegie. Him and his ma.
Yay, I'm getting out of here.
Getting out of the city. Getting away from all the bullshit. With neighbors that stare at you every time you go sit on your front porch. With their creepy cameras on your damn house.
Yeah. Well, at least he's not watching just me. He's watching every neighbor around him.
That's apparent. I'm telling you, man, that dude's a drug dealer of some type.
Man.
He's got to be a hardcore pusher.
I used to, when we were kids or when we were younger, I used to call him Predator.
No, that was a different guy.
Was that a different guy?
Yeah, that was a different guy.
How many guys did she had?
No, that was a different family that lived in there.
For real?
Yeah, that dude with the dreads was a cool guy. He was awesome.
I thought it was the same motherfucker.
No. That nigga's got a Jerry curl.
That nigga's got a Jerry curl.
That shit hasn't been popular since coming to America. That's
Motherfucker
why
got activated on
one
this
time
shit.
he was talking shit. I said, shut your ass up, you Curtis Blow looking motherfucker. I said, why don't you go put more fucking activator in your head, bitch? I said, fuck you. I ain't got time to deal with your sorry ass.
So low.
And one time I walked, fucking soul glow motherfucker. I hate that motherfucker, dude.
Eric LaSalle looking motherfucker.
Let your soul glow. The shit that cracked me up is one time I'm sitting there. One time I looked outside the window and I got the fucking door. I could look outside. And he was fucking across the street on his damn porch fucking eating watermelon. Now, this was back when Chappelle's show was on, one of his comedy specials.
Look at him.
He loves it.
Like it's a crime to like this shit.
Oh, the fucking Petey Green came in. Lord have mercy. You ever seen that? Look up on YouTube, Petey Green eating watermelon.
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit is fucking awesome.
I remember that shit when they was talking about that Chappelle show when he was saying that a lot of those jokes they were writing he wasn't comfortable with, but the money talked and he was doing it anyways and all that other bullshit. Yeah.
There was one joke I liked about Indian sitting in his fucking airplane. I would get up and use the bathroom, but white man would steal my seat and call it manifest destiny.
Manifest.
I'm like, yeah, no shit. That's
Yeah,
what
and he offers you a blanket afterwards.
No shit.
It's like, you son of a bitch. The fuck is this shit?
You know what? I'm going to keep up with tradition when I have kids. Oh. Would you quit spanking Barricade's ass?
Can't help it. It's big, fat, white, and round. It's the only thing I can see.
Damn, that's funny. But, yeah. I think I'm going to stick to tradition when I have my kids, because when I was in first grade, on my history report on Columbus, I ended it with, well, technically Columbus slaughtered a shitload of Native Americans, and yet now we give him a holiday, and yet we celebrate him like he's some great hero. He may be a great hero and a person to most people, but to a Native American, he was just lost at sea.
Well, he was lost at sea, and this is what I don't get, how Italians sit there and try to claim the motherfucker, even though the Italians kicked his ass out and said, we don't want anything to do with your ass. She's like, well, I'll take my business to Spain, and Spain's all like, we'll take it, we'll finance it.
Wait.
No. The funny thing is how Native Americans became Indians, because he thought his dumb ass made it to India.
So what you're telling me is we're celebrating a murderer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to have a Hitler Day, is what you're telling me, right?
Yeah.
To make it even.
Yeah.
The Hitler Day.
A Hitler Day,
A Stalin Day. A Stalin Day.
Stalin
Bin
Day.
Laden Day.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems right. Logical. I mean,
May as well have 2 Italians in there throwing Mussolini.
Benito.
Benito.
What was his name? El Duce?
El Duce.
Damn, now I think of Willis.
Yeah. Yeah, Willis, for y'all who's a...
Our friend.
Oh, God, I wish I would have had him on this podcast.
Dude, that would have been the shit.
Hours and hours of fucking content.
No. If you want a funny one, put me, Willis, and Joey. And just let me and Willis clown Joey for 2 hours.
Y'all did fuck with that guy, didn't y'all?
Dude, it was funny. He's not even Jewish. We just call him a Jew because he used to make fun of people.
Yeah.
He used to make fun of people because calling him Jewish, and we got so pissed off at it, we just started calling him a Jew.
Yeah, because I remember he got the name Incu Jew from them because he liked fucking Incubus so much back in the day.
He was an Incubus.
The only motherfucker I know who puts fucking duct tape in his hair for dreadlocks. Oh, God.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. This
like,
actually happened.
Oh, God. Jesus,
it's sad, man. Yes, he was still in high school.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
But back then, that motherfucker looked dead like Raven, too.
Yeah, he did have
I remember the first time
he probably has the thyroid problem right now.
Hey.
Because you notice he ballooned the fuck up.
The first time I met that motherfucker, I was working at PCO. And then one of y'all somebody brought him to fucking house. I was like, I know you motherfucker.
He came with Willis.
Yeah.
He came with Willis because remember me and
that was the first time I met him.
Yeah, he came out with Willis and who else was there? Cameron? I think Cameron was out there.
Because I remember the first time I saw him, I was sitting in one corner and he was sitting in the opposite corner, Raven style. And he had the Raven hair and shit.
Dude.
And he had that face and he was just sitting there and I was like, who the fuck brought Raven?
Dude, I got footage of Willis on one of the shows and Joey was fucking a referee or some bullshit.
Was he a ref?
Yeah, he refed like the match or two.
Wow, amazing! He was actually
active.
No, I was surprised he actually wasn't so high that he could actually get the 3. Because you know Half. Oh Jesus!
God,
it's a surprise that we were able to wrestle.
Everybody was working stoned.
That, sir, is a shoot.
That's a shoot.
Bang bang. Trained by Stone Cold, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Sabu taught us how to throw chairs. Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
Stone Cold, didn't they say they fucking did something with Stone Cold also? Motherfuckers.
Well, this ain't no bullshit, but I can actually do a 450 splash.
Motherfucking Wes, I remember one time he was fucking getting into it with, I don't know if it was Steve or somebody. He was like,
or Steve or Joey.
He's,
Those were the main two.
I'm a U.S. fucking Marshal. Remember that shit?
I'll give a shit. I'll shove this fucking kendo stick up your fucking ass. God bless Joey.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit. All I do was
These motherfuckers were U.S. Marshals. They were
trained by Stone Cold.
Bounty hunters.
Bounty hunters, yep. Trained by Stone Cold, took chair shots from Sad fucking Boo.
Yeah.
Sabu.
Oh.
Well, since we were doing that, well, shit, I guess we were trained by who? No,
I was trained by Tom Jones. That's a legit story.
Hey, I'm taking the ICP angle. I was never trained, but I did participate in trains.
Yeah.
So that's got to count for something.
You were smart to train.
Huh?
Smart to train.
Yeah.
That counts as something.
That's what's funny, because I wouldn't mind getting back into wrestling. The thing is, though, I don't want to be stuck in a fucking Wahoo gimmick. You know what I mean?
It's not like that. Oklahoma wrestling right now is kind of in this place. Like, IZW is more like the type of people who would pick your gimmick for you. But,
dude, that's the whole reason.
As far as the other feds go, they just let you roll with whatever you got.
That was the whole reason I wanted to do a mass Japanese gimmick, just to show those fuckers at IZW how to do a fucking Japanese gimmick.
Stuck fucking Jeff in that.
Yeah,
mask.
they gave him the stupidest fucking name.
Yeah. I know, man.
I was like, whoever designed that character needs to be taken out, shot, and put down. Literally.
Drug out the street and shot.
I mean, sooner it's kind of like, just, Mid-South's getting better just because, Mike's being open-minded about letting new people come in and do their thing or whatnot.
I don't know if I do want to wrestle or do I want to be a manager. If I wanted to be a manager, I want it to be like a psychiatrist who comes in and starts doing mental evaluations of all the wrestlers. And I take the ones with the most violent tendencies and make a stable.
I totally want Adam to come up there and do the whole fucking commission.
The commissioner gimmick I was telling about? Yeah.
That would be so fun.
Can I be the commissioner of food and beverage?
Do it.
Excalibur?
No, I had an idea coming in there.
Now, if you excuse me, I got some reading to catch. Don't.
I'd do the gimmick where it's like I would be the making fun of the boxing commission.
That's pot for you.
Where I'd come out and stop.
Looking for your lighter and you dig in your pocket and there it was the whole damn time.
Hothead.
Hey,
no, but
there will be none of that.
I was gonna, just came up with the idea because the Oklahoma Boxing Commission is notorious for being stupid
and bastards.
And that's what I was gonna do, just run out there and stop matches and shit. Nope, this is not gonna fly. I'm shutting this son of a bitch down. Shit
Dude,
like
that shit really fucking happened at one of our shows.
Oh yeah.
The fucking for real. The fucking rope. They were having problems with the cable. And they got it fixed, like, before the show, okay?
Should have called cops.
But there was a dude was going to debut. He'd been trying to debut for months, and he finally got his shot. And he goes up to the middle rope to celebrate when he comes out on his intro, and it fucking snaps.
Oh.
and then Larry comes out. Remember Rebel?
Yeah.
He comes out because he was going to work him because the other guy was green, so a vet, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
A vet to work a green guy. So he comes out, does his intro. Before they even fucking tie up, they go out to the outside because, the ring's fucked up. It's cool to wrestle on the outside. They don't give a shit.
You brawl around the ring.
Yeah. They were gonna work without the ropes, but then all of a sudden the boxing commission chick, she stands up and she goes, "No, stop it now, the ropes are broke. This match is not happening." And they had to fucking stop. And dude, he was pissed off. And she came in the back, and he was like, "You're fucking stopping me from doing my job. You don't see me stopping you from doing your job." And she was like, "I don't like the way you talk." She's like, he was like, "You know what the First Amendment is, bitch?"
Oh shit.
Why you always gotta bring politics in this shit? Especially in wrestling. There's no reason politics should be part of wrestling.
Technically, the boxing commission could be in violation of the Constitution because they're trying to regulate something that is an
right.
expression. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's technically taking away an amendment.
Yeah.
Not sure which one right now. I'm trying to figure that out.
Well, it would be freedom of speech because wrestling would be an expression because it's an art. It's not really a contact sport.
Ballet with violence.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Right?
It's just a form of theater.
Yeah.
It's theater.
It's very physical theater.
Yes, it's physical theater. I had always made this good point. So how come I don't see the boxing commission over there at the Grand Ole Opry? What if me and Adam was there and we had a play, and in our play we just so happened to take a punch? Right? We just so happened to take a punch in our play. So the boxing commission going to be there to regulate that?
Imagine the motherfuckers trying to pull that shit during the gladiator times, man. Got two badass gladiators swinging for the fences out there. And then all of a sudden, somebody gets fucking cut real bad, and you're going to have some pot stand up and be like, "No!
Stop it! Stop the match! Ding, ding,
stop.
Ding, ding!" I hated that shit when they did that. No blading. I was like, well, how the fuck are you supposed to tell a story?
Oh, yeah. When they started that shit, the no blood policies, they stop matches now for if somebody actually, gets, if they bleed the hard way.
Yeah.
They stop matches now.
Where?
In WWE.
What?
Yes, they've done that shit before.
Bullshit.
No, they've done it. Look at some Botchamanias. It was a match between Christian and somebody else, and I think it was like a ladder match or something, and Christian got hard way, in his eyebrow or his nose or something, and they were working, and then they fucking, referee, shoved him apart, and some fucking EMT was out there trying to patch up his wound right there on the spot. And fans were fucking heckling the shit out of him. "We want blood! We want blood!"
I didn't see this shit.
Yeah, this was a couple of years ago. But, yeah, they'll stop matches if motherfuckers bleeding too hard.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, so supposedly in Oklahoma, blade job is, getting colors. Are not supposed to do that.
Really?
But here's the funny thing on that. A lot of the commissions are, they're not smart to the business, dude. So they don't fucking know. They won't stop it if you bleed the hard way.
Yeah.
But they don't know what a blade spot is. They don't know what getting color is at all. They just dare to fucking regulate the ring, you know, and make sure we're not fucking with the crowd. So the crowd's not fucking with us.
Oh, so technically you can somewhat get away with a little bit of stuff.
Because they're not smart, dude.
Yeah.
They're not smart to the business. Even there's one chick, she's like, she's smart a little bit to the business, but dude, everybody fucking blades when she's there, and she doesn't know if it's getting it hard way or if it's fucking blades.
For a second there, when you said blades, I thought you said everyone's there fucking blazing. I was like,
just
what?
getting color.
Well,
yeah, sometimes we blaze. and fucking Ernie, he'll mix him up a fucking cocktail, drink something, get fucking drunk, go out. Not drunk.
Dude, that's the
feeling
big,
good
that's
going
the
out there and wrestling.
style. You should know that.
Yeah.
That's Big Earn for you.
Color is money, brother.
Exactly.
You know they put that belt on him, right? That All-American title.
Yeah, he's been
at least
scoring
that
down
one
on
actually
Facebook.
looks good. Actually looks good.
I fucking
It's
wanted
the
to
NWA
doctor
title,
it up.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's the NWA title. Just
Yeah, I doctored it up.
doctored up.
Fucking,
Wow.
but they didn't give that shit to him until he was starting getting bookings other places.
Yeah. Well, that's how they are, aren't they? Where they just if you're any good, you have anything about you, and you start to walk away, they'll give you a belt.
That's a shit.
I know.
That's a shoot.
I know one thing that I could probably do if I did get into wrestling.
What's up?
I want to talk some shit.
That's the best way to do it. That's what I do.
That's the funny thing is that in nature I'm like a real nice person,
Dude.
but in wrestling I want to be that fucking asshole, the guy who just don't care about anybody.
You know
I hope your parents died. Shit like
Yeah,
that.
stuff like that.
You know who the fucking top heels at Mid-South are?
Who?
Me and Ernie. Yeah, for real. We're main eventing now, and me and Ernie and Mike, since he's the owner, he plays the babyface owner, and so he's so far he's fined Ernie twice for doing some shit, and then the last show I was barred from ringside, the main event, because I was saying some shit. We had like we cut a little promo or whatever the fuck.
We have our fourth guest today, a moth who just showed up out of fucking nowhere. He stayed here for about 2 minutes saying, "What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?"
Those fans, they hate the shit out of me.
Well, of course.
And here's the funny thing. Brock is working baby, right?
Yeah,
And
that's a little weird.
And this motherfucker's eating it up like nobody's business. And the reason why I say that is because all those fucking rats. He goes out there.
Shit.
He goes out there and starts talking to all those fucking rats and getting pictures with them and shit. And so one of the shows, after the show, I thought all the marks were gone. So I went out to the ring and whatnot. And there was these ladies taking pictures with him. And one of the bitches was like, "Come over here and take pictures with me." I was like, "Y'all too fucking ugly."
Wow.
That's another thing I'd do if I got in the wrestling business. Like, if I was, like I said, I'd do a masked wrestler. I would actually wear my mask when leaving.
Yeah.
And then when they want to interact with me, I just look at them and shake my head no and just walk off. And then when I do start talking, I'm all like, no friends, remember?
Dude, there's this idiot. I remember this idiot named Warhammer, okay? And he comes from, I don't know what Fed he comes from. BPW or whatever. I don't know, Body Progression Wrestling or whatever.
Body progression?
I don't know what the
Body
fuck.
progression
Was it like
wrestling.
a gym wrestling company?
Yes, it's a gym wrestling company. But this motherfucker, he's like damn near 7 foot tall. He's really big fucking dude. Wears a mask. He's got the whole fucking abyss thing going on, right?
Yeah.
And that motherfucker can't wrestle for shit. And the only thing he's good for is, beating up people because he really can't work.
Yeah.
Just getting people choke slam, whatever the fuck, clotheslines. And
That's the thing I'd like to do. Like, if I did come in, just basically mow over people.
But the show before last, we had a spot at the end where we beat the shit out of the guy. Me and Ernie beat the shit out of Spike. And we fucking handcuffed him to the ropes. We handcuffed him to the ropes. So, because he had some beef with the Warhammer guy. So the Warhammer guy comes out. He fucking... No, wait. He choke slams him, then we handcuff him. He choke slams him, then we handcuff him. When we handcuff him, this dude gets a fucking chair and his arm's up like this, and he's on the ground, right? So his fucking shoulder blade is sticking out. This motherfucker hits him in the back with the fucking chair with the shoulder blade sticking out.
Wasn't even feeding him or anything.
Hell no. It's like, oh my God, dude, what the hell did you hit him with a chair for? We go to the back and he's fucking hurting. He's like, dude, my fucking shit. I think you fucking dislocated my shoulder. I was like, man, that guy's an idiot. You never swing a chair at somebody when their arms are out like that, man.
That's fucked up. Yeah, that's unsafe.
Yeah. That's another thing about wrestling is just that, yeah. I'm a big guy, so for some reason I've always had this thing of I don't really want to hurt him. But now I'm getting to the point that if I get in there and I hurt him, it's their fucking fault. You can't take it, fuck it. Like if you wrestle me, the only thing I'm saying is sell.
Yeah.
Sell. If you don't sell, I'm kicking the fuck out of you.
Sell that shit.
Then when I get
I wrestled that guy one time.
Oh, yeah?
Sell? That guy. Oh,
Well, that
shit.
fucking guy.
That dude was
The guy that wandered out of the fucking woods all the time?
Yeah.
Where the fuck does he go? I don't know.
How many people do you know that had an intro that came out of the woods?
The Slender Man?
That's who he was out hanging out with.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
You're like the only guy who's had.
speaking of Slender Man, have you heard about those girls that killed?
Oh, yeah. That's a good topic. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
you
like...
heard about that shit? It's called the Slender Man murder. These two girls sacrificed another girl in the woods to the whole Slender Man thing.
The Slender Man is a mythological thing about like an alien being who harvests human people.
It's a creepypasta thing. It started off of
whatever.
Yeah, that's what that's based off of.
Yeah.
Because you never heard of Slender Man?
I heard it's based on. I heard it because of Minecraft.
No, it's a creepypasta thing. It started from something awful. Somebody created. It was a contest to create the spookiest story.
Uh-huh.
And somebody came up with this picture, a Photoshop of a playground with all these kids playing. In the background, you see this really tall, white-faced dude in like a suit.
Ooh.
Just creeping out in the background. They called him the Slender Man, and it spawned a fucking video game.
Oh, wow.
It's a scary-ass video game, too, but yeah, it created like this whole freaking mythos to where people actually, report seeing it. Yeah, they believe it. It's something that's created. It's a fucking thought form now.
That's the thing. When I read it, I was like, I heard of the Slender Man, but I thought he was like tied into UFO and aliens.
No.
Because that's when I heard it.
That makes you think. If
it's
somebody
all bullshit is what it is, and people actually fucking try to kill somebody over this bastard.
But the Slender Man thing's been around since UFOs came out.
Oh, well, the Greys and shit like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Slender Man.
Yeah, that's how it's tied in.
The tall, pale man, skinny guy with a fucking suit on, but his face is like, looks like a gray. That's basically what.
Well, if you want to get technical, I mean, Doctor Who went in on that shit, and they had these beings called the Silence, and they wear the suits, and they got these.
Speaking of Doctor Who,
okay,
is there nothing more fucking scarier than Weeping Angels?
Yes, Weeping Angels.
Oh my fucking God, they gave me nightmares.
Weeping Angels are amazing.
Oh, they're
don't blink.
Creepy. Oh.
Don't blink.
Oh. Don't shut up.
Yes.
I'm getting creeped out. I hate
those episodes are amazing.
That's what's funny because somebody actually created a Minecraft mod where they actually have the creeping angels, and I was like, I kind of want to do it, but I kind of don't.
There's a video I posted on Facebook where somebody incorporated the creeping angels into like a Silent Hill like scenario.
Nice.
It was all done in first person, and it's just like an alleyway. It's all rainy and shit like that, and you're going around first person, you go around this corner, and there's a weeping angel standing there. And you kind of turn away for a second, and it's moved towards you and shit like that, and you run down another way, and you can hear him kind of chasing you. It's fucked up shit. And then all of a sudden, it starts getting darker, and you have a flashlight, and then you get to like this dead end, and, you have a flashlight on these angels, all of a sudden, the light starts flickering out.
Yeah.
I was on Facebook today and seen this picture post of some kid's graded paper. Anyways, on the description of the test or whatever it was, the homework, it says make a description of somehow creating an easy way to create a door or something like that. This motherfucker put a Minecraft graph and put a door, and the question was from the teacher says what, and put fucking F right there.
Oh. Kids, man, love their fucking Minecraft.
That's one thing that cracked me up about this meme I saw on Reddit. It said, it goes, this explains my friend to a T. I clicked on it. It was an image or Photoshop, and it says, spends over $1,000 on his computer, only plays Minecraft.
No.
I was like, oh, you bitch. Dude, that's what's funny about that computer. I'm happy that my computer's getting rebuilt because when I found out Epic's coming out with a new Unreal Tournament,
Yeah.
I was like, finally, a real FPS.
I know, right?
God, I'm getting sick of all this military themed
Or
shit.
the Call of Duty shit.
Hey, speaking of Call of Duty, you want to hear the most absurd shit? That shit's part of the X Games now.
Oh, I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, it's now considered the X Games. I'm like, what?
Bunch of dudes sitting on their ass and
exactly,
playing video
holding
games?
a fucking controller, sitting there. Yeah, I'm extreme.
Dude, you should totally join the X Games.
Fuck no.
Well, I mean, they have, like, you know, tournaments and shit like that. Because, like, the biggest tournament right now is League of Legends. Those motherfuckers take that shit seriously.
No, serious.
They got, like,
Not
last week, they
serious
just
as
had, like, the
StarCraft.
world tournament.
Okay, let me
And
ask you a
StarCraft
question
as
then.
well.
So, I was thinking about opening a business to where I fucking run different gaming tournaments in
Right.
a place and do landlines and shit like that. Think that would make some money?
Maybe. It depends on how
Like,
you
do
market it.
Yeah, how you market it.
I mean, I would Twitch it and all other shit too.
You'd have to promote the hell out of it to
Yeah.
to certain people, though.
Yeah. I mean, it is a certain demographic, but
Yeah.
I mean,
It depends on the area because, you know, you're going to have people travel.
I mean,
to
when
that
there's
shit.
not fucking tournaments going, people can come there and play games on the system.
Well, I say if you want to, you know, I don't know how it would work this way, but like kind of like part time as a cyber cafe and have like certain
yeah, that's
hours.
what I was thinking.
Have like certain hours to where, you do video games. Just
Like-
have like a big ass fucking
Like certain game, like certain
Wi-Fi connection in there.
Yeah, like certain games you can have, like certain days you have certain certain dedication to certain.
It'd be like a
games.
comic book shop, you know, or comic/gaming shop where they have like gaming days and stuff like that after hours.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool.
Then you
That'd
can
be
bring
awesome.
it back old school, like you have like Flashback Fire Friday and bring out old school Mortal Kombat and shit.
Shit, yeah, have
Have
old Street
tournaments.
Fighter tournaments.
Old Street Fighter tournaments.
Yeah, Street Fighter 2 Super NES.
Dude, you know a game that needs to come out that I haven't played in a long time? Fucking Guilty Gear.
I've never tried that game.
Soul bad guy.
Never tried
That's all I
that
gotta
game.
say. It's Soul
Yeah,
bad
it was
guy.
a side scroller shooter. It was fun.
Old school Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
With the kick-ass intros.
I thought they made a new one or some shit.
That's what's funny because I was also looking for intro music if I wrestle. Fuck, I'm going to Guilty Gear and Dynasty Warriors to get my intro music because it's fucking rocking and it's just instrumental, no lyrics whatsoever. I was like, hell yeah, I could use Dynasty Warriors fucking intro music.
I haven't been really much into gaming lately. I kind of had my little, I guess, fall off or whatever.
I've been playing Tomb Raider, the remake, the reboot. Yeah, they rebooted it where it's like Lara Croft and like before she does all the backflips, dual wielding guns and shit. She's just a girl looking for something, and there was a major shipwreck with the island they were going to, and it's like, you know how like fucking Rambo is and shit.
Rambo.
It's like raw like that.
Hmm.
I mean, it's fucked up the way she can die and shit. Because like the first thing you do, you got to get like
Gosh, speaking
you got
of
to hunt for like a deer with a bow and arrow and shit. And she actually, you know, when you shoot the deer, she doesn't have a knife. She takes the arrowhead and cuts it open and gets her meat that way.
Wow.
And like the way she dies in some of those scenes, like throughout the game, she gets more and more damage. You can see that shit. Like if it's raining, you know, her outfit, you know, just kind of it's crazy looking.
What t-shirt contest?
No, not really. She's not fucking, you know, stacked like in the old games wearing short shorts.
she's actually normal.
Yeah, she's a normal looking chick. I mean, she's still kind of cute, but, you know, it's a video game character.
She
How
looks-
you gonna fuck a video game character?
Well, it's called the Oculus and the Morpheus and Sony and.
But they're not out yet.
Well, the Oculus is.
You know, all you can do is just rub one out to staring at this poor girl who's beat the fuck up. I mean, come on, what are you into, fucking beating victims? Creep?
Jesus,
Oh,
you never
my
had a-
God.
you
No,
never-
I mean, on the
fuck
cover,
over.
she's all fucked up looking, man.
Really?
Yeah, she's all muddy, and she's got wounds all over her and shit.
And you're not fucking impressed or somewhat aroused.
What, by the concept of her defending for her life? That's cool.
Exactly.
I mean, this bitch can do it.
Exactly.
She
That's-
can go.
How does that not earn you respect and or arousal?
Okay, so if you compared it to the Uncharted,
It's kind of like that in a way
Yeah.
sometimes. Heck, actually, somebody made a
Bat the
badass...
Sun. Bat the Sun on YouTube. It was Laura Croft versus Nathan Drake. They were going after a separate idol. Fucking Laura Croft runs in, pretty much pulled a gun on Nathan Drake, and he let go of the idol. Next thing you know, they both jump off at the cliff at the same time. She has a bungee and she runs off, and Nathan Drake's sitting there with the goddamn binoculars looking. He goes, "Yep, I'm in love."
No, but somebody made a badass picture of him, like, you know, he's shooting and he's down, and they photoshopped her in a way where, like, she's tying off her, like, she's like, you know, he's like right behind her, like protecting her while she's like tying off and shit, like a wound or something like that. It's a badass looking picture.
I was about to say, I hope they ain't turn Laura into a junkie when you said tying off. They'll say, yeah, what the fuck? But what the hell's this girl into?
But it's kind of like an open world game too.
Is it?
'Cause
Really?
It's not like a straight path. You can actually jump to different parts of the island every time you find like a campsite.
Speaking of open
just
world,
kind of chill and like upgrade yourself and shit. It's fucking dope.
Yeah, there's a bunch of great open world games right now.
I've been playing a
That
little bit of
Watchdog.
Skyrim too.
Is that supposed to be any good? That Watchdog?
That just came out like last week or a
I
week
haven't
or two
played
ago.
it.
I don't know. What do you think of the concept of shutting down shit with just a cell phone?
What you talking about?
That's how it is in the game because everything he does, he hacks on his cell phone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
They
because it's
fight.
pretty cool. Because like it's like the old demos of him like running from the cops, and he hacks like a phone, and like these barriers come up when these cops are flying by, and bam, he crashes the car. It looks so fucking cool. I mean, at first I was all like, the concept of hacking shit with a cell phone, it's a little far fetched right now.
Bullshit.
But then I saw a fucking episode of Sherlock when Moriarty was doing that shit. I was like, all right, it's plausible.
You hear about that show on the news where people are hacking people's houses and stuff?
Oh,
with
yeah.
phones?
Yeah.
Shit, you can run a drone off a fucking cell phone.
Yep. It's highly plausible now. You can hack into people's security systems because a lot of them are Wi-Fi, where they have an app that comes with the shit
Mm-hmm.
where you can look at your security system in real time and you can just hack that shit.
It was funny, me and Dion were watching this thing.
I got a key, motherfucker. Fuck that shit.
Old school analog, bitch.
We're watching this thing called, I forgot, like Unsealed Alien Files or whatever. And they were talking about Unsealed Conspiracy Files. There was an episode called Rise of the Machines. Talking about all these fucking robots and drones that are built for destruction and shit. Now, they said, once they used all their enemies, who the fuck are they going to turn them on into now? I told Dion, I said, well, them bitches better be Linux-based.
Hey,
I said, you find a good hacker, he'll fucking hack that bitch.
Shit, Jeff Goldblum did it with a Mac from 1996.
That came up too. I said, you know what? It better be on Linux because, we could give it a cold.
That's right.
Virus. Computer. Virus.
Fucking hacked it
Fucking Goldblum, dude. I'm
with an
telling you.
iMac, a 1996 iMac.
Dude, y'all remember that Family
Hack
Guy?
the aliens.
Y'all remember that Family Guy where Goldblum was the fucking snack cracker? Jeff Goldblum snack crackers? Yeah. Go ahead and just put me in your mouth. Yeah. Just keep chewing. Yeah. Just keep doing that. Yeah. I'm like, ah! And I was like, you know what? I'm a Jeff Goldblum.
Speaking of government, so what do you think about the dude that got fucking captured and they brought him back?
The traitor?
Yeah, supposedly he's a traitor.
I heard he was a deserter.
Yeah, deserter, man. That's traitor.
And they traded him for like 5 Al-Qaeda.
Because somebody was, there was somebody on some news channel was talking about how...
Dude, we would have got more in prison for his ass.
But listen, somebody was saying that he
Pack
was...
of smokes and some chocolate milk.
Whenever the Al-Qaeda or whatever the fuck they are was attacking the Americans, they weren't so precise. They were fucking up a lot. It was not close to the fucking the vehicles. It was always like the side of the vehicles are close to him, and then after he deserted, they were precise. Like he was giving them information. The mortars and everything was precise. All the
thing I don't get,
precise.
The thing I don't get is
like
how can you blame Al Qaeda for 9/11, but then again we're buddy with them.
I know, right? Opium trade.
But then again, it's that whole, of course, fucking Afghanistan's full of opium, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They even have fucking U.S. soldiers guarding poppy fields.
That's a shoot.
That's real life. Look that shit up.
Well, next time you eat a bagel with poppy seeds on there, get yourself drug tested. Watch what happens. It's fucked up.
Oh, did you hear that story about that lady that the fucking DHS came and took her baby because she was positive for marijuana or some bullshit because she ate poppy seed fucking bagels before the birth?
Oh God.
No, you test for heroin.
Heroin,
Yeah,
is it?
heroin,
Yeah?
yeah.
Or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I believe
Anyways.
it. Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like, because I've heard like horror stories of people eating a fucking poppy seed bagel, before doing a job interview, and they got to take the piss test. Comes back, oh, you're a heroin addict, motherfucker. What? I've never had heroin in my life.
Does it look like I have impeccable balance to you?
Right.
Does it look like I can be sitting there standing, fucking bending all the way back?
Looking like I'm in the Matrix and shit?
And yet a hurricane force wind is not blowing me down. That's a heroin addict.
Am I nodding off during the interview?
Is my fucking arm fucked up like Dude Co. on fucking Requiem?
Oh, shit.
That dude's arm was fucked up, dude. I was like, dude, I'm gonna go get you a Band-Aid.
I don't snort. I don't snort. I don't skin pop. I inject it rectally. Busted. I've heard of people doing that shit. They don't even have a needle. They just take the plunger, stick it up their ass.
That reminds me of that fucking High School High movie.
I swear.
You remember High School High?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
With John Lovitz. And he was doing that
I'm
drug
John Lovitz.
And when he was doing that fucking drug deal, and she's telling him to tie off, he goes, what? He goes, what, you don't get high or something? He goes, I take mine in the ass. I'm like, yeah, heroin addicts just shot right in the ass. And then that reminded me of that Shawn Michaels and Warlord story.
Oh, shit.
Fucking Warlord.
I think you're full.
Dude, I think you're full. Oh, shit. It's weird, man, because I like that what Kevin Nash said. You go in there, you just shake a fucking thing full of pills. Back then when they were wrestling, everybody would look up like, what? So you went in there today, shook that whole thing full of pills. Nobody looked, and I said, this business is fucked. Fuck. Yes. Because think about it. If you're fucked, because like he said, him and Shawn Michaels used to fucking pop shit before they wrestle. He said, yeah, you can get a good 10, 12 minutes before it starts kicking in. He goes,
Soma's.
And he said the main thing was, yo, dude, let's go, kicking. So that means they got to take it home. He said, because the last thing you want to do is in the fucking shower getting ready and you're already getting lifted off. Fuck that. And you're playing catch up the rest of the night. Mm-hmm. He said, you already want to be at the bar waiting for liftoff. Mm-hmm. And then you're getting them shots in you. Shit. That's why I said I'm glad I'm not in the wrestling business. I don't think my fucking liver can handle it.
Yeah, because he was talking about, like, by the time they'd reach the pay-per-views, they'd be fucking so fucked up and hungover. And they'd want to be like that because, they only have one thing, one focus. Just getting through the night. That way, they don't have all the other shit going on. They wanted to be hungover. They'd be like in the fucking bar at like 4:30 in the morning and shit, passing Lawrence Taylor. Aren't you guys supposed to be going to work tonight? Yeah.
But just don't go drink a flare.
Ooh.
He'll fucking want you to pay the tab.
I envy those guys though, man. They have a lot of balls, They don't have like jobs like everybody, but they have a job where they fucking have to put everything their life aside for the business. They have to, go out there and entertain people. They get paid, but fuck, man.
That's why they were getting fucked up on pain pills and booze.
That's one word you can't. Those are two words you can't put together because they mean something completely different in context.
Yeah.
When you said butt fuck.
Fuck.
Butt fuck.
Butt fuck.
That's what's fucked up because you be sitting there. Yeah, you be sitting there talking this whole thing, but fuck, and then you're like, shit. Did I just say butt fuck?
Really, man.
It's like the 10th anal joke in this whole podcast.
It's like,
damn, dude, this is the anal fuck. This is the anal retentive episode right here.
A lot of the fans and stuff, they don't realize, man, those guys.
Dude, this is prison, dude. It's raw.
Those guys, they go through a lot of shit, man.
Yeah.
Who does?
They might get paid good, but they go through a lot of shit.
Oh, I thought we were talking about prison here. I thought
hey,
well, they go through a lot of shit too.
They go through a lot of shit. They get paid. What? Prisoners
isn't that basically what the wrestling business is? You can't get out of it once you get in.
No, fuck his soul. But Ben Law said it's like that. It's like that dirty, rotten whore that you hate so much, but you can't get enough of her. You can't let her go no matter how hard you try.
Hard, dude.
It's like Colin Quinn said. You go hang out with your friend. Your friend's like that guy who been out with this girl for so long, but yet, every time you come to him, you ask him what's going on. The only thing he says is like, "Yeah, fuck her."
Yeah.
That just comes out of nowhere.
Even though I'm actively in pro wrestling in the indies here in Oklahoma, I'd still have to say that there's nothing better than the feeling of the fans, regardless if you're heel or face.
Yeah.
And me being heel, I just love the reaction, man. I just love what it is. I love what I do. I don't know. I don't think I could quit. I tried to tell myself, man, fuck this. I'm tired of these dumbasses, because there's a lot of dumbasses. But guess what? My ass went right back. Because it may not be the people. I don't give a shit about a lot of the people in the back. But I don't go there for them. I go there for the business, man. Fuck the rest of everybody else, really. I'd do a lot for the business if I could, you know. It's not like I don't really care if I make it big. It's not like what I'm doing it for. You know what I mean? Just do it because I love the business. If somebody wants to pay me good, by God, whatever, you know.
You go to that sinking
But if
ship
I'm a
Impact.
weekend warrior, I'll be happy with that.
That's what a lot of people get in for. You know, they don't. You know, like a lot of people have. You know, if they do go to like WWE or something, they have their passion killed for the business.
Yeah, because they're used to being the weekend warriors, man.
Well, no, is they want to go get that big money and they think they're going to be a big star, but you know, if they don't have anything for them, they don't have anything for them. And
Creative's got nothing.
You mean like Sami Zayn?
no, he's doing all right.
He's doing all right because he's got natural charisma.
He's got merch too,
and he's good in the ring. But he didn't get to be fucking El Generico.
It wouldn't.
Those two ain't the same person. I don't
Yeah,
know where the fuck
Sami
you're getting
Zayn
your
just modeled
information
himself
from.
after that. Come on now.
Sami Zayn is from Montreal, Quebec. El Generico is from Tijuana, Mexico.
He's down there raising orphans right now.
He's down there raising orphans.
Yeah, Sami Zayn is just like the hugest Generico mark.
Now, Claudio Castagnoli, who was a big name in the Indies, got beat by this little guy named Hydra in Chikara. He got so embarrassed that he had to go to Florida and change his name to Antonio Cesaro.
It's truth.
That's truth on their website. He
Oh,
got beat so bad.
That's a shoot, brother.
He had to change his name to Antonio Cesaro to get over.
Hey, the Cesaro thing, it kind of does kind of have a ring to your ear. It's not so bad, Cesaro.
Well, especially when you got Paul E in your corner too.
The only thing that sucks is that he's very European.
Yeah, and he's 6'4", and you're not.
He loves his coffee.
Him and RVD had a decent match.
They've been having some good matches. I've seen them on YouTube.
Dude, I want to go to a WWE show when Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan wrestle and just start chanting, hug it out, hug it out, hug it out, hug it out. You ever seen that?
Yep.
My favorite shit is when they're going, best in the world, and Generico start going.
Dude, it's funny.
Oh, no. This is you're going to get your fucking head kicked in.
No.
No.
Well, every time he goes out to the ring, Sami Zayn, ole, ole, ole.
Does he come out to it?
No, the fans start doing it.
chanting.
That's that people know who he is, dude.
Yeah.
Although they know who mentored him.
Oh, yeah, that's his mentor. That's my bad. Yeah.
Kayfabe, motherfucker, kayfabe.
I just hope he don't steal the move. He shouldn't. That move should only be done by his mentor.
Yeah. He might pull it out every once in a while in ode to him.
My only question is when did Kevin Steen balloon the fuck up again?
He's always done that. Baby weight. He had another baby recently.
Oh, yeah. I was like, wasn't that dude kind of skinny earlier?
He dropped for a little bit. He dropped for a little bit. Yeah, he just had another kid. Believe it or not, that guy is the biggest zoo enthusiast ever.
I know. He actually has a t-shirt for it.
Yeah.
Kevin Steen, zoo enthusiast.
Yep. Fact. Every time he goes somewhere new, he has to go to a fucking zoo.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Zoos are okay.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It was
The
like
only
old
zoos
Foley, every time he went somewhere. Theme park!
The only zoos I've been to is Kansas City.
I've been to that one.
I've been to Dallas, or the one around Dallas. I've been to, of course, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and that's where.
The only thing I remember about the Oklahoma City one, I was in middle school. We were trying to smoke a joint in my house.
I remember that.
And then next thing you know, we ended up all of us running the fuck out of there.
That's the part I remember because I was going to the bathroom and I saw, I don't know what teacher it was, like Mr. Brown or somebody heading that way. And he walked right past me real fast. I just see like roaches when the lights came on. All these kids come running out.
Yeah, we were in the monkey house rolling a joint.
The monkey house?
Yes.
Holy shit.
We're gonna get the.
Are you teaching the monkeys how to roll?
No, we're just gonna get stoned and flip them off. Hopefully they get some poo flung at us.
Didn't you work the Zoo Ampa for a while?
I worked the zoo a little bit because it was for Michael Boydston.
Yeah, because he called me and he said, "Fucking Shane Douglas, motherfucker."
Yeah, I went because when I was working the zoo amphitheater.
Played Perfect Strangers by Deep Purple.
Yeah,
He goes,
Deep
"It's
Purple
it's the fucking franchise." I was like, "You fucking mark."
Man,
You have to work some like kid show or something.
I worked Aaron Carter's concert.
Oh God.
Where is he now?
He got a needle in his arm somewhere.
Wasn't that one of the Backstreet Boys like brother or some
something
shit like that?
Nick Carter's little brother. But it's fucked up is his sister. She died recently. She opened for him.
Oh, keep that shit.
And the mom was the backup singer. So the mom was walking around in a pink jumpsuit with this bleach blonde fucking hair, spray tan. I don't remember. I just remember it was like a form-fitting outfit, and we're all just like, oh, yeah, look at that. Who's that? Duh, duh, duh. But I just remember hearing the rumors about Aaron Carter fingering some girl.
Would you?
Well, he was 15 and she was 19, one of those type of things. We're thinking, oh, mom probably said, oh, nope, you can't stick it in, but you can use your fingers only. That's what we were saying. We were making fun of him. It was like, man, poor guy, he's like this supposed big superstar. And what cracked me up, like right in the middle of his set, for some reason he was shooting baskets. And he kept bricking each one. And we're just sitting there, you suck.
He should be hitting those. He's white.
Nope, it was brick. Because they had the drum roll for it and shit. And the last one he finally got. They had like a drum roll.
Little fucking girl screaming.
Brick, yeah.
Fucking shit.
I mean, we worked it was funny because we worked the,
God, I hope Great White was there too.
You know what's
No.
funny though?
They should have been.
My mom.
Especially when he was on stage, you could have shot the fireworks.
My mom was a promoter out there in Florida when I went out there. She was doing some shows for some fucking promoting some shit, and she was like, "Hey, The Rock's gonna show up there." And I was like, "Fuck, I'm going." It's the only reason I wanted to go because I was wanting to mark out, he's gonna be there, Dwayne Johnson. At the time, he's just The Rock. It was before he started doing movies and shit. It was like 98, 99.
Yeah.
Remember when I disappeared for a while?
Yep.
And so fucking, oh my God. So we show up to this concert and it's some kind of kid fucking concert. There's there's that little fucking rapper kid. It wasn't Bow Wow or fucking, it was one of those.
Little Romeo.
Yeah, it was that guy, Little Romeo.
That's Master P, son.
Yep.
Yeah, he was there, and then motherfucking some O-Town or some bullshit. I didn't know who anybody fucking was. That was on
Dude,
that.
speaking of flashbacks from the past, guess what the fuck I found cleaning my room?
What's up?
My no limit chain.
Oh,
shit.
shit.
You
The
know
all
limit?
gold one, dude. I
Ah.
was like, oh my God, dude, I'm still representing for the tank.
But I didn't know who any of those guys were, right? I was just waiting for The Rock to show up. So they announced that he wasn't going to show up. So I was like, fuck, man, I just wasted all this time listening to these fucking kids scream.
Bullshit.
And so I was like bullshitting about wrestling with some guy, and I was like, yeah, I just came to see The Rock because I like wrestling. I don't know who any of these people are.
Well,
They probably all suck. And then this guy I'm bullshitting about wrestling with, he's like, goes out on the stage and starts singing. He was part of the members of O-Town, and I was sitting there telling them they all fucking suck. That shit was funny as fuck. I was like, oh, that's
Great.
oh damn, Rock knew who was going to be performing. He was like, fuck that. They showed up.
Keep your money. It's not worth my reputation.
But I say I had respect for Rock till I saw Witch Mountain.
Oh.
I never seen it.
I never saw it either. I heard
Was
it
it pretty bad?
I don't know. I was making some fun.
I seen that movie recently, fucking Pain and Gain. It was alright, I guess.
What do y'all think about like Will Smith putting his kids out there and shit?
I seen that After Earth movie.
Well, not just that, but like putting them in the music, like the little girl. It's like recently, there's some controversy where she's like 14 or 15 or 13, and she was pictured with some 20-year-old dude, and he's got like no shirt, and they're laying on a bed together and shit. supposedly he's like part of like some like high leader in some cult or something like that.
Well, aren't they all fucking in some kind of fucking cult shit
Well,
anyway?
if you're in Hollywood, it's more likely.
Well, we better stop talking about that because they might say we're crazy and on crack.
Please, on this little last podcast, they're
Nobody
gonna come
listens.
after me.
Like 5 views, 5 people.
Hey,
It's
that's
ourselves
hey, that's
thinking
my
about-
audience. Don't talk shit about them now.
Hey, we'll cornet it. Thank you, fuck you, bye.
Who are those 5 people? Please comment.
Please.
No, who are these other fucks?
No, but I
don't know,
just
guys.
they fucking throw out their kids. You know, she has her song. I whip my hair back and forth. That's the only thing she says in the song, over and over again. This is when she was like 10 or 11. I'm sitting there thinking, what do these kids have to sing about? Besides jumping jacks and jumping rope, and it was like that, we were worried about little Romeo coming out there trying to be gangster and shit. And he kept low key. I'll give him credit. He rapped about kid shit, even though that little bastard had his own house when he was like 10.
That's because No Limit blew the fuck up. When we were in
Still,
high school, jeez.
well, this was after high school. After all that
think
shit
of-
died
think of-
down.
Think of all that money he saved.
This solid gold chandelier and shit.
Man, that motherfucker, he made a business out of the fucking drug business, you know?
That's true. It started out with drugs.
He even played in the NBA.
Yeah.
He did. That's right.
Percy Miller played for the New Orleans Hornets.
Didn't he own that team?
No, he
No.
should have though. He probably could if he wanted to. That's what
Nobody
cracks me
hears
about the whole
anything
Lakers.
Was he a
thing.
good baller?
He was decent.
Yeah.
They said he was pretty good in high school too. There's a lot of it's funny because there's a lot of athletes who want to be entertainers and a lot of entertainers who want to be athletes. Like, you know who's got a damn good basketball game? Brian McKnight.
Oh,
You know Brian McKnight.
yeah.
That motherfucker can ball.
Huh.
Another person that can ball, Nelly.
I believe that.
Before Nelly got into rap, he was a highly sought after draft pick in baseball.
Wow.
Why do you think he's always carrying the bat and shit? Baseball.
He made a damn good wide receiver. We
Running
saw
back.
that, and was it running
Yeah.
back? Yeah, saw that in the longest yard.
That was a good movie. It was
That was
funny.
an awesome movie.
That shit
I love the original, but that one was pretty good.
Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash and the lactating.
Kevin Nash. I don't know. I've been having hot flashes all day. And my
They
nipples are
replaced
aching.
his roids with estrogen pills.
Look, don't get mad at this because I cared, okay? Is that legal? Is that a touchdown? What the hell's going on here? What, Bill Romanowski? You shake your roids? Speaking of roids, that's the thing I hated about the NFL draft. I was watching the NFL draft and they kept talking about, oh, there's some players. There was a big story too. Some players came in testing for marijuana. And I said, oh yeah, but the steroids are shooting their ass.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's just fine.
Yeah. Let that go.
Don't let them smoke that devil weed. Jesus. Think about wrestling too. Would there be enough wrestlers dead if there was just smoke instead of taking fucking pills and drinking?
You know what pisses me off? Remember years ago when they fucking Sabu and RVD got in trouble for that
Yeah.
shit? That was stupid, man. They shouldn't have ripped that title from him because of that shit. That was so stupid.
I don't think
man.
it was so much because he got busted with the pause because the video was online of it. Which is the best part of that video. Why does your car smell like dope? Right at the end.
I never seen that shit.
Oh, it's funny. Because he's like, the cop didn't know anything about wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, who are you guys? Where y'all coming from? And, oh, we're wrestlers. We were just wrestling the town over.
Dude,
What's
that's
your wrestling name? Rob Van. He actually kind of does. You see the Rob Van Dam. I don't know. What's your name? You know, you hear Sabu. Sabu. He doesn't say shit except that one time.
Mm-hmm.
That was a complete change in decades.
Mm-hmm.
If had it been the 60s or 70s, holy shit!
Uh-huh.
I know you guys.
If they were- if
What are
they-
y'all doing? Y'all got a show going on? Dude, if we were me wrestlers, we were born in the wrong fucking decade.
If
They
they
were
were
born in the wrong fucking state.
That too.
Should have born out east somewhere.
Well, no. I mean, to be fair, back then,
No, if we was here in the
it
70s,
was hot, man.
shit.
Yeah, I know.
Mid-South was running hot in this
and
motherfucker.
fucking UWF.
And you had world class in Dallas.
We had
Yep.
UWF, we had Mid-South, and World Class.
And
Well,
then-
Mid-South was here in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, mainly
Louisiana,
Louisiana,
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
They sometimes ran Texas.
Where was
but-
UWF?
UWF was in
Texas.
Texas, yeah.
But
And
UWF,
World Class was in Texas because they were the two
But
big
they came to
ones.
Oklahoma too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were territories, so they traded shit, and they all worked together back then.
I miss the territory days. I wish they-
fucking Vince monopolized everything.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame them for it, though. But, it's like I can't blame them for, like, the whole, that performance center. They have to do that shit now.
But you can't blame him for Katie Vick.
Good God.
Oh,
Why?
why the fuck did they do that?
That was, like, the worst television ever. That was the lowest they've ever been.
What's that?
Katie Vick thing, remember that? Triple H fucking a mannequin, the whole Kane storyline.
In the coffin,
Oh. Yeah.
necrophilia live on WWF Raw. I mean, I got no problem with necrophilia. It's just, it's if you're gonna do it, have a real actor. I mean, the mannequin can't push back. I mean,
yeah, that was like the craziest shit. And they actually eBayed that outfit.
Did they really?
yeah, and then fucking Russell Crap bought it.
Yep.
Oh wow.
One shitty thing I want. Actually, there's nothing in the wrestling business I want. Now I think about it. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, if I did go into the wrestling business, I'd probably retire. I'd just pull out that Sushi Onita one last time.
Mm-hmm.
Pull him out of retirement. Let's hook up the C4 and this fucking barbed wire. Let's do this because I'm retiring after this shit. We're going to sell out the fucking... Which dome you want to sell out? Tokyo Dome or Hurricane Hall? Which one?
I don't think Onita can move anymore.
Fucking
Can he?
Yeah, he just chain smokes like a motherfucker.
fucking
right now.
wrestling license renewal is coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what's always funny? Every year when the renewal comes up, fucking roster gets thin.
Because everybody forgets to.
No, people just, and it's not just that, or they don't have the fucking money to do it because wrestlers are fucking broke.
How much does it cost to do it?
Okay, here's the thing. It's $30 for a license, but now the box commission a year or two years ago put in this rule where you have to get fucking blood work done.
Yeah.
And that's the expensive part if you don't have insurance. And so I guess they're trying to push that whole Obama thing. That's why they want people to do it.
But then again, you can say they could be broke as shit, but then again, other people probably like, I don't want to know what I have.
Well,
no,
there is a lot of wrestlers. There's a couple of people who haven't been back in the business since they passed that law, so they probably have hep or something.
hepatitis and
Yeah.
God knows what else.
Yeah, but
That's why I say I hate to wrestle Jeff and have to bleed. Oh,
when
shit.
actually he's clean. He's got his license. He's got his
He's
license.
got his license.
Even the fucking twins got their license.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they were scaby-ridden motherfuckers.
All right, guys, that's where we're going to put a pin in this one on the podcast. This could get weird. Yeah, lots of craziness there towards the end. It's just, just like I said at the beginning, it's just a bunch of guys sitting around just shooting the shit about whatever. And it's all we did. Hopefully you like it. Like, comment, subscribe, like always. And, it's just sitting back and just having good times, saying see you later to a friend who, I probably won't see for a very long time, because Carnegie's a hell of a drive. But, yeah, so tune in next time for part 2, and, from maybe here, I'll be having people on just randomly, just for whatever reason. Doesn't have to be for anything. Try to keep the heart of the podcast going, and, like always, thanks for listening. I'm trying to get a Facebook page set up and a Twitter, so get a little bit of legitimacy going. You never know. But you got any comments, just, we do have a Gmail, so it's weirdpodcast@gmail.com, and, shoot me a line, like and stuff like that, comment, subscribe to us, do something. Keep us out there, people. Come on. We're not asking much. Just a click of a button. Please. For me. All right. No, enough begging. Until next time, folks, we'll see you next week for part 2 of this podcast with myself, Izzy, and Brandon. And, yeah. Thank you for listening, folks. And as always, stay weird.